Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass. It's Averill. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Got a man. It's Blade. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Shakes off the defender. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season.
There he goes! The tag! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Averill. Get it out on the screen. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picks up the first down. On the move at the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Looking left. Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now from quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Pocket breaking down. Right down the middle. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Averill. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Snap it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blade. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously, money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Caught over the middle. It's played. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
It's complete on the right side. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking to throw, it's Russo. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Give to the single back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They believe they can run right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at it. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The give to the back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming in.
Turning it on! And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's April. He's going to fire deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Averill. Dumps it off in the flats. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Lets it go. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Skips away from pressure. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return. And they
team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative. There he goes. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job on the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw. It's Russo. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21 and not quite